Storytime's animation was basically the reason why we have many animators on YouTube to this day, and inspired many others to do animation on YouTube, like me. Even though I don't tell stories and I don't do animations, my character just stands there not doing anything. Just lazy drawing. That's it. I do have some stories I can tell, but the problem is that they're not interesting and they're really short. Also, I can only remember parts of my childhood, and the memories I do remember in my childhood are embarrassing and weird, and they're not the funny kind, like, ha ha ha, that's funny. They're more like, oh, that's cringe, my guy. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you. Look, if my childhood was a book, I would burn it to ashes, burn the ashes, put it in a box, lock the box up, burn the key, then drop the box in the middle of a Bermuda Triangle where it will never be found again. It's not to say that I did anything really bad in my childhood, I'm just saying that there are things I did in my childhood I'm not proud of. Nothing too serious, just a moment you look back and think, maybe I shouldn't have done that. The only moment in my life I can think of making a video of is in my middle school life. In my middle school life, there was this other kid that I usually got into arguments over the dumbest things. Like, generally, I think most of the arguments we got into could have been avoided. Most of these arguments had some personal things stored around. I don't know how, but they were. I think most of the arguments started because of me, and I'm ashamed of it. And luckily, the arguments never got too serious to the point we started to actually get physical. See, most of the time when I was a child, I was kind of a little shit to deal with. I was sensitive over the littlest things. Like, there was this kid that always called me by the first letter in my first and last name, and I always took offense to that. Why I didn't like that? I don't know. I just didn't like it for some reason. I'm glad that I grew up to be more mature, and every time I look back at my younger self, I usually cringe. If I could talk to my younger self, I would slap him and tell him, you need to grow up and stop being a little asshole. You hear me? So yeah, that's about it.